Good morning, AIS Middle School. Today is Tuesday, January 16th, 2018. These are your morning announcements. Welcome back, middle schoolers. Today is a day one. It is also International Hot and Spicy Food Day.
It's not so bad.
Yeah. It's more tingly than hot.
Yeah.
Whew, so if you can't handle the heat, don't be like those guys. Happy International Hot and Spicy Food Day.
January 16th, 1991. Start of Operation Desert Storm as an American-led coalition begins bombing targets in Iraq and Kuwait. 2003. Space Shuttle Columbia lifts off from Cape Canaveral, Florida on what turns out to be its final flight. The mission ends in tragedy when the shuttle disintegrates on re-entry with all of its crew lost.
You may have already noticed, and forgive me if I sound a bit under the weather. All jokes aside, this is a time of the year where it's common for us to get a little sick. Our bodies need a little extra help in order to prevent the sickness, so here are a couple tips from Mr. Hatfield. Make sure that you are staying hydrated. That means drinking plenty of water. Also, it's good to frequently wash your hands, especially before eating anything. And lastly, you need lots of rest. Your body is most vulnerable when you are tired, so get lots of sleep at nighttime. We got a Panther sports update for you. Varsity boys basketball will be squaring off against Hyatt January 16th, that's today after school. Also, JV girls football on January 17th, that's Wednesday. They'll also be taking on Hyatt after school. We have middle school boys and girls basketball on the 17th as well. That's Wednesday after school in the Panther Gymnasium. And lastly, this weekend, JV boys and girls football, the 19th on Friday, will be taking on other teams in the CISSA tournament. Go Panthers! Legally Blonde the Musical tickets are on sale, and this is the last week you can pre-buy them. The performances are on Saturday, January 20th and the 21st at 6 p.m. sharp. The tickets are 50 LE each or 70 LE at the door. You may buy them from Miss Ball in room 154, and I think Miss Hoda down in Mr. Bill's office also has some tickets for sale. Remember, students, that after this week, we only have 2 more weeks left of term 2. That means you need to be proactive in turning in your late assignments and meeting with your teachers to talk about your goals. Do not wait until the last minute because that never works. So, finish strong, students, and make term 2 your best term yet. This week, after school, today, we have Week B activities. And after these announcements are done, we have a video for character education about copyright and fair use. Enjoy the video. This is Mr. Hatfield signing out.
In today's digital world, it's easier than ever to copy, paste, mash up, remix, download, and publish content. People's writing, artwork, videos, and images can be inspiring, but they're also easy to take without thinking twice. When people treat the internet like a free-for-all, legal and ethical situations can arise. That's why it's important to know about copyright and fair use. It would help you give and receive credit where credit is due. So what's a copyright? Copyright law protects your control over the creative work you make. It requires people to get your permission before they copy, rework, or share what you make. Most things that you find, download, and copy and paste from the internet are copyrighted. That doesn't mean that everything online is on lockdown and can't be used. It can, as long as you check who owns it, get permission to use it, give credit to the creator, buy it if necessary, and use it responsibly, then you're not stealing. Now, there are times when you can use a small part of someone else's copyrighted work without permission or paying a fee. This is called fair use. Fair use only applies when using content in certain instances: schoolwork and education, news reporting, criticizing or commenting, and comedy or parody. Specific guidelines, what we call the 4 points of fair use, must also be followed. First, you can only use a small amount of the work. Second, you have to add new meaning to the work to make it original. Third, you need to rework it and use it in a totally different way. Finally, you have to use it for nonprofit purposes. In other words, you can't make money off of your new creation. No matter what, it's a good idea to give credit to the creator of the work you use. It's just a sign of respect. So what should you do if you find something online that you want to use? As a rule of thumb, check who owns it, get permission to use it, give credit to the creator, buy it if necessary, and use it responsibly, which means judging for fair use. You're a creator, innovator, and inspirer. Think twice about your rights and responsibilities in our online culture, and then pay it forward.